This time on Road and Race, we test just how fast our modified track car now gets from 0 to 60, and also fix another thing that's broken.
Welcome to another episode of Road and Race.
Hello! This time round we're going to be testing the Clio's 0 to 60 time with the current modifications that we've been doing over the sort of last few months, and compare it to the Clio's stock 0 to 60, which we did when we first bought the car last September, October.
But first, we just need to sort out one small mechanical issue.
So this is the issue, it's the steering. I should be going in a straight line, but I'm actually having to turn a little bit to left just to go in a straight line. It's probably not totally apparent from the camera, but when you sit and drive in the car, it's quite a lot of left you're constantly having to do. So this is the next thing we kind of have to diagnose and find out why this is.
Right guys, so we've got the car jacked up on axle stands, got the wheel off. We now need to inspect this tie rod here, get it removed and see how much play is in it and see if it's responsible for our sloppy steering issue. Okay, we're going to remove this one here, yeah?
Yeah. Favourite part of the day?
Favourite part of the day. Getting the weapon out. No, I wasn't as satisfying that time round.
Was it quite easy?
Normally it's a bit more drama, a bit more dramatic. Right, okay. So now we need to separate the rod. So we're going to have to use a bit of persuasion. Get this in here. We don't obviously care about this rubber now because we're changing it. Oh! That was easy, wasn't it? Right, so let's go and get the new tie rod and see how much play is in it compared to this one.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Right, so we've released the tie rod. Now, in theory, this should be fairly stiff and should be able to support its own weight. But as you can see, there's absolutely no resistance on that whatsoever. So I'd say it's pretty buggered.
What about the actual tie rod end?
And the end itself, again, it just feels loose and pretty bad. So I'm fairly confident that's going to be a supporting factor to why the steering feels so bad.
Yeah, could be. How's that compared to the new one we have?
So the new one, obviously as you can see here, this, I can't even move it. It's much stiffer. Obviously when that's attached, we'll have a bit of leverage and we can move it around, but it's night and day difference, night and day.
And the tie rod itself, have you got that to hand, the new one?
Where is that? Is that in a separate bag?
Yeah.
I'm back. So here is the new end. As you can see, they look quite different. Both original items, but this is obviously new. And that feels much better. Much firmer, like it's actually going to do its intended job. So basically, we need to take this locking nut off here, or move it away from the end itself, so we can then take this off. So it looks pretty rusted and welded together, so we're going to have to get some WD-40 on there, see if we can loosen it up. We put that back in there just to support it, didn't we?
Yep.
So where's the nut for that? Hey, beautiful. Right, so now that's loose, should be able to remove this. So take that back off. Ah, that's easy enough.
Don't what are you doing?
Oh yeah, shit. It was like that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
I forgot about that.
What Gary nearly forgot is you need to count how many revolutions the tie rod end comes off so you can put it back on without adjusting your alignment too much. So, shall we count together then?
Oh, let's count. You ready?
So, 1, 2,
3, 13 and a bit.
13 and a bit, so 13 and a half, was it?
Yeah, 13 and a half. 13, okay. So it's an unlucky number, don't forget 13 and add a half. Right, so now we need to remove this nut from the rod itself, so that's the next little task. And there we go. Right, so we're getting there. We need to remove this boot.
Yeah.
I think my arm's going to get in the way. So, here we go. Oh. Cut that off. Put that down there. and there should be one at the back as well. Oh, wasn't that low? Was that supposed to be like that, Neil?
What?
Oh no! This is why you don't work on the car yourself, because you always find other things that you need to sort out. Anyway, yes, there's another cable tie at the back, so we're going to have to get that one off. So we need to get the light. Need to slide this off the shaft. Oh, look at that! Oh my word! That is like proper brewer's droop. I'm pretty sure there should be grease in there as well, like a lot of grease holding that up. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, that is just pure floppage. Neil, how do we get this floppy contraption off? Are we happy? Neil, are we happy?
Yeah, we're happy.
Right, so this is what is inside. Look at that bad boy.
So what is it then?
I don't know the technical term for it now. It's a Sartre SB4SR.
It's basically a track rod removal tool.
Yeah.
So you have a number of different fitments. So we want the smallest one for our
This one
Clio.
here.
Yeah, that fits in the end. And then that will slide over the rod and allow us to remove it.
Excellent. Insert it. There we go. So this actually allows for you to insert a breaker bar in there to loosen it, which is good. Oh, hello. Hello. There we go. Oh, that wasn't too difficult actually. Wasn't too difficult at all.
The power of leverage.
I think now we can get a normal ratchet on the go. Oh, look at that. So easy. Neil, I love this tool. You couldn't do it without it though, could you? You couldn't do it without it.
There are other ways of doing it, but this is the easiest. It's £40 well spent.
£40, see? It's not much money. But if there are alternative ways, then feel free to let us know. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's remove that. Oh, look at that. I think now we can really see how bad it is.
That's a new one on your left, isn't it?
Yeah, new one on the left. There's no movement in that at all. I can't actually move it with my hand, whereas this one is just... wow.
How many 110,000 miles is it? This
105.
There you go.
105,000 miles worth of wear there. So it's important, guys, to check these components out because they do affect the steering and the feeling of the car. And you could have one like that.
Let's put this one in then.
So we can do that loosely. And as you can see, that is...
oh yeah, let's see that now. Drop it. Oh, it just stays.
yeah, so I can't do that and let it ping around all over the place because it won't allow it.
There you go.
Which is perfect.
That's what it should be like.
So how many track days, Neil, do you think these can handle before you need to change them out again?
I have no idea.
No? It'll be good. It'll be good from now, won't it, to
see. I
see.
think the ends wear quicker than the actual rod itself.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Okay, we'll do a few track days and we can reassess and have a look at it, can't we? Anyway, so need to slide this back on. Lovely. So we need to slide. Ooh, that wasn't me passing. That wasn't me passing wind. Right, slide that all the way up there.
Just attach that at the other end and put a cable tie on it.
Might as well go almost all the way up.
Blur.
Oh, that'll do. Right, so the end. So it was
13 turns.
13
Just get it on.
and a bit. Right, 12, 13.
Okay, and then just bring the locking nut up to it. Don't do it mega tight until we've got it on the car, but
Right, okay. So then I hate putting rusty nuts back on. Do you?
yeah, it's not the end of the world though.
I know. That'll do. That's pretty tight. Right, so that's everything done. Got the rod on, the end on, tightened up the nuts. Just need to put the wheel back on and then do the other side and then head out for a test drive to see if it's made a difference. Right, so we've changed the tie rods and the tie rod ends. This is the first drive in the car. It does actually feel much more responsive. The steering wheel's still slightly off, so we need to get that straightened up, but first impressions feels much better, much better. Before, you'd turn the wheel and it would feel like you were just floating on a cloud. It would turn, but it was really wallowy. Whereas now, you can definitely tell that we've put those new tie rods in. So I think it was definitely a job that needed doing. Oh no! Oh, bad start, bad start. So let's have another go. Hopefully I won't fail as miserably on the start this time. So on that attempt, I turned the traction control off and just came off the clutch quite quickly. So we'll go back and speak to Neil, tell him the good news.
So we're in the car just going through the results of the 0 to 60. Gary, do you remember what we did originally when the car was unmodified at the time?
Okay, so when we say unmodified, completely stock.
When we first got it,
full interior, evergreen tyres.
Yeah.
It was quite bad, wasn't it? A lot of wheel spin. I think it was about 7.3, 4?
No, 7.7.
Oh, 7.7?
7.7, yeah.
That's quite bad, really, considering the book time for this.
Yes, do you remember that?
6.9.
It's 6.9.
Yeah.
So we're looking for better than 6.9 today because we've less weight,
Yep.
better tyres,
Yep.
and new exhaust, maybe a little bit more horsepower.
Sports
I don't know.
cap.
We stripped all the weight as well. So yeah, there's a series of modifications. So
Yeah.
it'd be interesting to see what we got. So you did 2 runs. Your first run was 6.62.
6.62. So that's better than book.
Better than book.
Straight off the bat.
And a second quicker than when we first did it.
Wow. And the launch for the first run
Wasn't great.
Wasn't great, no.
So your second run, 6.21.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is quick, isn't it?
That's properly quick. I mean, you think about it, back in the day, if a car did 0 to 60 in 6 seconds, that was a fast car. And to have it down from 6.9, book to 6.2, and down from 7.7 to 6.2 is amazing. So it just goes to show what some simple modifications can do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the tyres we were on, they were the Kumos, weren't they? V700s.
Track tyres.
Track tyres, semi-slicks. Obviously a softer compound, so maybe bite into the road a bit better on launch. But no, well chuffed.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the car's quicker and the steering goes in the right direction now. So all in all, quite a good day.
Yeah, it's been quite a productive day. Got quite a lot done. Bit of mechanical work and a couple of performance tests. So I'm pretty happy with the outcome of today. So next time.
Next time, do you want to tell me what's happening next time?
Yeah, next time, it's obviously a track car.
Yeah.
So it needs to be on a track. It's been a while, so we hopefully have the car back at Bedford Autodrome potentially. Or maybe Abingdon, to try out some new tyres that we're going to be running from Kumo. Do you want to explain a bit more about those quickly?
Well, we've got some new road tyres, haven't we?
Yep, some new performance-orientated road tyres, which we're going to test around the track, just to see, if you can't quite stretch to the performance sort of semi-slick track tyre, if a performance road tyre will do the job.
Yeah, so we'll bring both sets, we'll test them back to back. Depends what the weather's like. If it's wet, we'll see how good the road tyres are in comparison to the track tyres.
It'll be a bonus if it's wet as well, because we're after a set of tyres that will perform quite well in the wet, because obviously slick tyres are going to be dangerously bad.
Well, not as good maybe. We'll see, yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm looking forward to getting the car on track. It should be good fun.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, now give us your best Samuel Jackson impression.
Okay. We happy?
Sorry, I ruined it. Try again.
Ready? We happy? Neil, are we happy?
And that's Samuel Jackson, is it?